Hi guys, it's Marianne, the Frugal Chef. I hope you're doing super well today. This is Susa. She's my son's mother-in-law, and we have a baby boy grandson that we share and love. She's going to make some stuff for us today. She has a video with us that she made years ago. I'll put the link at the bottom. It's a Mexican casserole with chicken in it. That is absolutely outstanding. But today, what are you going to make for us?
Suspiro Limeño. I call it Suspiro Limeño, but it's my way. It's a simplified way.
So it's a Peruvian dessert, which is really fantastic. And as Susa says, she simplified it for us. We're going to make this.
Here you can see we have in a double boiler 6 tablespoons of dark cocoa chocolate powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of butter, and 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream. All you have to do is with a beater you
Whisk
mix
it.
and whisk the ingredients until they are all well mixed and the chocolate will become thick.
All right, now that this is starting to take some body here, it's thickening, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is not a sweet base. It is on purpose bitter because our dessert is really sweet. So don't worry if you find it to be not as sweet as you'd like. Okay, don't make it too sweet. You won't be able to eat the dessert. All right, we lined a Pyrex, like you can see. We're making half a recipe, which is for 12 people. So we're using this size mold. We put vanilla wafers at the bottom. They're Maria cookies. You can also use rectangular ones. You can use graham crackers. The purpose for this is for the chocolate not to stick to the mold, okay? And it'll add a nice touch.
Okay, once the chocolate's ready, all you have to do is just distribute it evenly at the bottom of the Pyrex on top of the Maria cookies, and then you extend it with the spoon and let it cool. Has to be cold for the time when you have to put the rest of the dessert on top. You extend it.
Perfect.
Like I told you, my recipe of Suspiro Limeño is simplified. One of the parts where I simplify it is using Dulce de Leche instead of condensed milk. When you use condensed milk as the original recipe, you have to spend a lot of time stirring until it gets to a point that is perfect. So that's why I use Dulce de Leche, and everybody likes it.
So we're going to start heating a 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. That's 354 milliliters in this pot. We're going to do it on very low heat, and we're going to add a cup of dulce de leche. If you don't know what dulce de leche is, guys, I do have a video on how to do that. This is boiled condensed milk. That's what it is, boiled condensed milk. But you know, you can find it in a lot of stores, in the Hispanic aisle of the grocery stores especially. So we're going to stir this and you know, constantly. You don't want to stop stirring because the evaporated milk is going to stick to the bottom of your pot. You don't want that. We want this to incorporate. We want the dulce de leche to melt. So do not stop stirring. Now Susa is going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. While Susie's stirring the milk and the dulce de leche, I am going to go ahead and beat 4 egg yolks for her. I'm going to beat them until they're nice and pale. All right, check this out. This is thick and it's pale. It took a good 5 minutes. Please don't skip this step and be patient. Your eggs must be this consistency so that this works, okay? We're going to start adding these egg yolks very, very slowly into the milk and dulce de leche. The milk has to be almost boiling, okay?
This has to boil between 3 and 5 minutes. And once you see that it's starting to be thick, you turn it off. Keep mixing it all the time.
So guys, we said it's gonna boil 3 to 5 minutes. No, it's not gonna boil, it's going to cook, but you're gonna stir it constantly. You don't want it to start boiling because your eggs are gonna get ruined. But we're cooking the egg without scrambling, basically, and we're using it as a thickener for our, we're making a sort of a custard here. Yeah, so this is ready. We're gonna turn it off.
Keep stirring because the pot is hot and I stick to the bottom. Now we are ready to put this mixture on top of when we prepare the cookies with the chocolate.
And we're gonna pour it on there hot. So we're just going to spread it out.
Okay, this is the first part of the Suspiro Limeño. It's very important that the height is not less than this. You could make it a little bit higher if you want to, but this is for 12 people, and this is just the right height because we have to put another layer on top. Okay, let it cool, and we'll put some walnuts, and then we'll freeze it until later on, because the layer on top has cream, so the lower part has to be completely cold so the cream doesn't melt. Okay, the next step is to put
chopped walnuts. We have chopped walnuts.
Walnuts, like this one. You just put a generous amount because once you eat it, it's a nice surprise that you can.
You're not expecting it.
Yeah, you don't expect it because they'll be kind of hiding. It's very good. If you have allergy to walnuts, you can put almonds or Brazilian hazelnuts, whatever you want. Okay, even coconut, if you like coconut.
So that's about a cup of walnuts that you put on there. We're gonna freeze this now.
The original recipe has on top of the dulce de leche mixture beaten egg whites with sugar like meringue. However, I think it's too sweet, so I decided to put whipped cream with condensed milk and a little bit of vanilla. And I think it tastes very good. Okay, you can see we are ready to start beating the cream. It has to be heavy whipping cream. And when the cream is really heavy and thick, then we add the condensed milk, 3 tablespoons of condensed milk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so what you have to do now, you have to fold in the condensed milk. Don't beat it. Now we are going to put the whipped cream with the vanilla and condensed milk on top of the dulce de leche with nuts. You have to have enough to cover the nuts. And to end, we'll put some powdered cinnamon on top. We'll put it in the freezer for about half an hour and then you can serve it.
So I'm adding a little bit of cinnamon, ground cinnamon, and that's just for color.
If you are going to serve it tomorrow, you can leave it until tomorrow. And if you are in a warm weather, you take it out from the freezer like half an hour before. And if you are going to, if you are in a cooler climate, you can take it out an hour before. So that's it.
Okay, so we're gonna put this in the freezer for about 20 minutes and then we'll eat. Just look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Mmm. Oh no. Mmm.
Glad you like it.
This is so good. Oh man, you can taste that dark chocolate. You have the sweetness, of course, of the custard in the middle with the cream and the cookie at the bottom. This is and like Susa said, you get that surprise of the nut because you can't see it. It is amazing. Thank you, Susan. Oh my goodness, I am so happy that she was able to make this for us. I hope you liked it, and if you did, and you give us a thumbs up and you sub if you haven't subbed and you share this, we're gonna be very happy. I'm gonna see you guys soon.